All right, it's workout time, guys. Here's our workout for the day. Get your trusty Tabata timer out and set your clock for 60-second work time. We gave ourselves about 15-30-second warm up, or just kind of a work into it. And then 60-second work time with 15-second rest, because that's going to be our transition time between these exercises today. And then we set ours for 3 rounds. And you can do whatever level you're at. This is just kind of it's not a real hard one, but it's a good one that's going to get you breathing, get the muscles working, work a lot of the stabilizing muscles today. So we did 3 rounds and 60 seconds. Maybe you're at the level where you're only doing 30 seconds. That's okay, 45 seconds. If you're more challenged than that, then I can give you some alternatives of what you can do to make the exercises a little bit harder. But we're going to walk through these exercises today, side to side lunge with an alternating regular squat to sumo squat. We've got a jump rope, we have alternating tabletop, alternating kettlebell row, alternating plank, knee to elbow. I know a lot of these sound complicated, but I promise you'll be able to get them. And then body weight good mornings. Those are kickers. Let me tell you, you're not going to think like they're doing a lot, but then tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I felt that one. So let's go ahead and walk through these exercises. We're doing 60 seconds of each one. We're going to start with that side-to-side squat. So when we're squatting, pardon my little extra jump rope here in the middle. we'll play limbo when we're done, right? Okay, so when we're doing these squats, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our feet straight underneath our hips. I'm going to step out to the side, and I'm going to just be a little bit wider, so right about shoulder width level, and then making sure that when I'm squatting, I'm bringing my hips below my knees if I'm able to. Go ahead and hold something if you need to. Then we're going to step back in. I'm going to alternate sides. That's where the alternating comes in. Now here's the tricky part. We're going to switch it to a sumo position. So this is wider even yet, toes turned out. We're squatting here. It's going to work a little bit more of the inner thigh. Push yourself back in and then step out the other side. Again, toes turned out, coming back in. Then we're going to alternate back to those regular squats again. We're doing this for 60 seconds, right? Once the 60 seconds are up, we've got our 15-second break, and then we're going to move on to jump rope. Not going to work for me to demonstrate the jump rope with this attached to me today, but obviously you can jump rope without a rope. You can jump rope with a rope. You can do double unders if you're going to challenge yourself a little bit more, but 60 seconds on the jump rope. Then we're going to move on to the alternating tabletop. So we're going to come over here to the mat. All right, this is really going to work the back and a lot of those erector muscles, really stabilizing things in the core. We're going to feel it in the shoulders too. So I'm coming down here. All right, on my hands and knees like this, making sure that the back is flat. We've got a table here. We're not a hunchback or a sway back, okay? So we're tight, core's tight here. I'm going to lift opposite hand and opposite leg like this. Just extend. I'm not lifting up. I'm just pushing straight forward and straight back. Notice that my hips are staying to the ground. I'm not rotating and turning this way, okay? It's just a straight back, straight in. Straight back, straight in, okay? 60 seconds on that guy. Then we've got 15-second rest. We're going to stand back up, and I'm going to go to the kettlebell row, right? Yes. So with the kettlebell row, or any weighted row, if you have a dumbbell, that's fine. The most important thing to remember is that we've got some support here. So I'm using my elbow to support my back on my knee here, right, so that I'm locked in right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the weight up to my shoulder, elbows in nice and tight, okay? Then switch sides. Again, making sure that you're set, back leg extended, elbow on the knee so that we're locked in and we're supported here in that low back in the core, and we're alternating like this, okay? 60 seconds here. Again, pulling the shoulder, the weight up to the shoulder and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Moving on to the plank, knee to elbow. Back down to the mat again. We're going to start in high plank position. I'm going to show you this one first. So high plank position here, okay? And I'm locked in, and I'm making sure that my core is nice and tight. From this position, I'm going to bring my knee to my elbow. Switch knee to elbow. You're going to feel it in your core, guys. And by about 40 seconds, I was like, is the time up? Because my shoulders were getting a little tight too. Now, to make that a little bit easier, what you can do is you can drop down to your knees in this position. Okay, so we're still in the plank, and we're just bringing knees to elbows this way. Okay, if you need to, coming down here, right? Knees to elbows. So many different variations. If that's still too much for you, just hold plank. That's fine. Just do a 60-second plank hold in that position. Then we're gonna pop back up for our last exercise, which is going to be the good mornings. Let me tell you, these sneak up on you, okay? So we're not doing with any weights today. We're really focusing on activating the back side of the legs, the glutes, the hamstrings, everything in there on the back side. So you're gonna start with your feet right underneath your hips, okay? Feet right underneath the hips. I'm gonna have a slight flex in my knees. I'm not bending my knees and I'm not locking my knees out. Slight flex, lacing my fingertips behind my head. And we're going to press, or let chest fall forward till I feel stretch. Then from this position, what I'm doing is I'm pulling my hamstrings back up. I'm not using my back to pull myself up, right? I'm letting my hamstrings stretch and pull. You're gonna feel activation in your glutes too. Okay, so back is nice and tight, slight flex in the knees. Again, nice and easy until you feel that stretch, and then stand right back up again. Right, so that's the end of our 6-minute rounds. Take a rest, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever you need, and see if you can get 2 or 3 more rounds in, guys. Today, this is all about sunshine, so find some space and get outside. Even if it's not sunny where you're at today, you can create your own sunshine indoors. All right, guys, give it a try.